Hello and welcome to Liberal Lookouts, my series of responses to various content found online. Currently, I'm reacting to Kevin Castley's of Superpower broadcasting debate night with SpaceHosh on nuclear warfare from 12th of August 2021, which just ended a couple of minutes ago. I will make a very short summary of what happened in the debate and what were the general stances of the two debaters. Kevin's position was referring to nuclear policy with Russia and North Korea. The nuclear policy with Russia would be that during the 50s, in 1953, when it was still possible, when there were a very small amount of nukes, a nuclear war against Russia and targeting military and industrial targets would have ended the conflict with Russia, which in our timeline escalated in the Cold War, while acknowledging that the same tactic applied later in the 60s, 70s, or God forbid today, would be basically impossible. So Kevin doesn't advocate for nuclear escalation today with any of the superpowers except for North Korea, because North Korea, the Kim dynasty, isn't a rational actor. The purpose of North Korean nuclear arms race is American deterrence, so that North Korea has the possibility of nuking America, but it's something which won't happen. And they plan to use this capability to annex South Korea and possibly Japan later on, or expand in some other way. I need to research this a bit more in the future. Kevin's position has been that nuclear conflict should be taken off the table when it comes to Russia, China, even the Taliban. And this was mainly Kevin's stance. The stance of SpaceHosh has been that the usual anti-war, the fact that there was any loss of life was unacceptable, and he even at some point in the debate said that Truman shouldn't have used nuclear weapons against Japan in World War II. Kevin's position then response being the obvious one, then the alternative would have been an invasion which would have resulted in more losses, and Truman would have been basically lynched by the American population if they ever found out that he had a possibility of ending the war quickly without as many loss of life. So this was the main contradiction. And also SpaceHosh continuously came over and over again to saying that Kevin's policy today is nuking Russia, which is both false and impossible. And another element of the debate was the fact that the nuclear winter predictions were done on research which I haven't looked over yet. I'll have to talk with Kevin to see what he read up on it. But he said that the nuclear predictions have been done during a summer war, which would result in the most drastic effects. So a couple hundred nuclear detonations in the 50s wouldn't have resulted in the big, scary nuclear winter, which is doomed over in any kind of conversation on this issue. The stream overall was a mess, just a mess. There was no understanding. SpaceHosh continued to not see what Kevin's position was and keep misrepresenting it. Kevin had his usual debate me bro style, in which he intervened frequently and he had long responses, usually repeating things which the audience of his channel has heard many times before. He did interrupt SpaceHosh more than SpaceHosh interrupted Kevin, but most of the time justifiably. And now I leave you with a scene of the debate which absolutely broke me. It was so incredibly funny. It's a little bit inaccurate actually, but I just couldn't help myself when I heard this. I cracked up laughing. So enjoy the scene I'll attach to this video, and until next time, let us all toast to mass creation and have a good one. Keep on rocking in the free world.
And everything. No, I think global warming is anthropogenic, but the extent to which it is overstated by the Russians so that we don't compete with them on oil and gas, because that's where they get. That's where they get.
Oh my God.
That's where they get. That's where they get like 67. Yeah, so that's where they get like 67% of their export from to continue their fascist regime and their wars.
Now. Okay.
Fascist now? They've been fascist since the mid to late 1990s. What are you talking about?
What?
The entirety.
Boris Yeltsin? You consider Boris Yeltsin
you think
a fascist?
He's a Democrat? You think he's a Democrat? Absolutely.
I think he's a shithead, but like.
No. He was a fascist. Are you kidding me? He was a mafia bro fascist. Are you really want to debate this? You want to debate this? He was a fascist. Absolutely. Sure. You think he was a Democrat? He backed up Milosevic in the fucking Balkans. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? You think he was some Democrat?
Do you understand what fascism is?
Absolutely.
Is it people I don't like? Is it just bad things? Bad things are fascist?
No, because some bad things are communist. So obvious. Okay. So.